Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This one is about Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and it's actually a follow-up video to something I made 3 years ago roughly about developer blocks, albeit last time I only covered a single one, which we're gonna refresh our memory about today. I decided to make this video because, I haven't done one in a while, and I thought this would be a pretty interesting subject, and I'm gonna cover a few of the developer blocks. I think that's all of them that I'm gonna cover, but there might be a few more that I don't know about, so at least in Bedrock Edition, so I'm sorry about that. And without further ado, let's begin. So the other video we covered what was called a structure block, and we're gonna be using it again. To access the commands menu, you either press the T key on your keyboard and then press slash to start the command, or directly slash, which is easier. So we're gonna give slash give at s, which is myself, a structure block. And I'm also going to give myself a structure void, which I'm only going to tell you what it does. I'm not actually going to use it because I don't really know if I can use it very well, to be completely honest with you. So we're going to place this block here. As you can see, there's a bounding box. So until we right click it, and this right here, we can see what the structure block is currently capturing. So these are the modes. I'm gonna only do save and load because I don't know what corner does, and 3D export is for 3D modeling, and I don't do that. So save the structure into either into a separate file for multiple worlds, or locally for this world, and load does the same thing. Either loads locally from the game to the game, from the same world to the same world, the structure that was saved, or from the external file into any Minecraft game. It doesn't have to be yours. It's a universal file. So we're gonna do save. Now we're gonna occupy ourselves with this tab right here. The size, I'm gonna keep it like this. The size modifies actually this outline. So if we do this, you can see it just got bigger. If we do this, you can see it just got bigger. And if we do this, we can see it just got bigger. So I'm gonna just quickly type in the details of the house. Alright, so we have successfully modified all these diameters to fit our house, and it's time to tell you what the offset does. So the offset actually sets where in space this box is compared to the structure block itself. As you can see, the offset is at -1 for Y, which means it captures starting from one blow below it. So if we change it to 0, we are quite literally going to capture only the house and the structure block. You can obviously place it below land and do whatever. You can either click detect or enter. They do the same thing. Include entities. Let's say there's a mob passing by, you want to capture a mob because you have a mob farm as well. It's going to include them, we don't want that. And remove blocks is exactly what you think it does. Show bounding box, we're going to turn it off because we don't need it anymore. And the redstone save mode, I have no idea. Really, I don't. So we're going to name it House 2. Enter, and then save. So we have officially saved this into this world's memory. Now what we're gonna do is actually try and find the suitable place right about here. Right here. So we're gonna go load and type in my structure, 2 dots, and then the name, house 2 in our case. Click enter, and as you can see, it just got bigger. We're gonna do this real quick, change it to 0. Include entities, the same things. Waterlogged blocks, if there's stairs, slabs, or fences, it's gonna add water on top of them. Don't know why you would want that. Remove blocks, it removes blocks from here. We're gonna keep that in because it's just gonna override, I think, but nah, fuck it. Integrity, how much percent of the structure you want to paste. Seed, I don't know. Rotation, it rotates it horizontally. Animation mode is actually very interesting, you know. It's gonna place it in real time, either block by block or layer by layer, like vertically. We're gonna say block by block in 5 seconds, and we're gonna load it. And as you can see, we have successfully loaded our little house. Perfect. Again, I don't know, doors are wonky. Okay, doors are really wonky. I don't know how else to explain it. And now let's talk about saving and pasting structures externally through a file. So you can click on Save Export down at the bottom to create a file that you can use in any world. In our case, I already have a file with a house that I built. We are going to set it to 1 so it is above ground. We're not going to do this. And we're going to put place layer by layer in 5 seconds. We're going to import our file, namely house1.mc structure. As you can see, the bounding box was modified. I'm going to remove these blocks and load it. I think that happened because I clicked on remove blocks. My bad. Whoops. Yeah. And so we have this, my little house. These broke because you can only place them on certain types of land. So it's there are a few problems. For example, the door fell off. And also there was supposed to be a lantern here. I don't know what happened, but it mostly works. And like you can use it to copy and paste entire chunks. Like you can just put it right here, let's say, and then copy paste the whole chunk in the air, which is pretty fun. I've done that in my old video. I'm not gonna do it now because there's realistically no point. So moving on, we have probably the most well-known admin block, which is the command block. I'm not gonna use it because I don't really know commands per se. Theory, you know, this is yeah, I don't really know exactly how this works. Let's see if it's gonna work. Did not work. Whatever. The main point is you can use commands. I don't know how to use them, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. So moving on to the next block that you can only get through commands is the barrier block, which acts just like a barrier, you know, it's in the name. don't hold it, so for all other players it's invisible, but you can see its hitbox. You can't walk through it, though you can build on top of it, for example, and you can destroy it if you're an admin without needing to hold it. You'll see what I mean. Next up on this list is the light block. Now, as you can see here, there's a long command line. Player target, item name, item, and then amount and data, which are integers. Amount is basically the amount you want to give you, 0 equates to 1. Like, if you put nothing, it equates to 1. And data, this light block can vary in data from 0 to 15, being the amount of light emitted. 0 being the nothing, and 15 the highest. But it doesn't matter because you can just right click on it and change it, so we're going to leave it blank, and it's going to give us 0 light blocks. As you can see, 0 lighting. So we're just going to go here, where there's no light. And as you can see, it's the same case with the barrier. You can't see it if you're not holding it. But unlike the barrier, unless you're holding this, you can't see its hitbox or destroy it. And if you right click on it, you'll see it starts to illuminate more and more, and it can be used to make invisible light sources to not clutter up spaces and build with torches and lanterns. That's kind of what it is used for mainly. And I have not explained what the structure void does. I'm sorry. We'll do that just now. So let's say that you want to paste this structure. The structure void is, as it says, a void. If you copy this structure and then paste it right here, the structure void will be replaced by the dirt. If it's not into anything, like if it doesn't clip into anything, it's just going to be air. So that can be useful if you want, only certain parts, if you want to overlap things, that's what it's good for. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the debug stick since that is not in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, unfortunately. But yeah. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I explained as much as I could. I hope you found it helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe because you probably have not. Have a nice day.